Hi and welcome to the Secret Women's Business Network forums. Now within the forums we are producing a variety of learning materials and free reports. It's not the key focus of the forums, so you won't be receiving something in there necessarily weekly or monthly, but as and when we feel necessary we will put stuff in the forums for you. And we did want to do a course for the absolute beginners online. We know some of you are coming online, you're wanting to network with other female businesswomen, you also want to know a little bit about online marketing, maybe you're looking for a business opportunity, or maybe you just want to take your offline business online. Well, we understand that for some of you that's pretty daunting and you don't quite know where to start, and also that there is a whole language online that you may be not familiar with. So we wanted to start off with absolute basics, which for some of you is going to be way too basic, but really just to break down some of the jargon and some of the terms used online to help you sort of get over that initial learning curve when you come online, where you're trying to work out what people are talking about. And that's not unusual because in every business, hobby, church, for example, or just within friends, we all have our own language that becomes so a part of us that we don't even realise that people who are new to it don't understand what we're talking about. So we are looking to bridge the gap there a little bit. And so the very first lesson we've put onto the training board is there are no dumb questions, because we did really want you to believe when you're in the Secret Women's Business Network forums that there is nothing you can't ask. Any question you ask, I'm sure, has been asked before, and so you shouldn't feel stupid just because you don't know something. We're happy to answer any of your questions. And I wanted to create a video to really show you how to download these, just in case you're not used to downloading things from the internet. So we're going to start off with the transcript to this lesson. Where possible, we will produce a transcript, audio and video if it's relevant, or we may just do a transcript and some audio, or it depends what we're producing. But in this case we've got all three. So we're going to start off with the transcript. Now you want to right click on it, save link as, or it may say save target as or just save as, but we'll click save link as. Depends whether you're in Mozilla or Explorer or Safari for your web browser. Now the next thing we want to do is to put it somewhere where we will find it again. So I'm going to go to my computer, go to my desktop just by scanning up, go to my computer. Now I have two drives on here, and I always save my documents within the D drive. Some of you may have just one drive, and you'll probably have a folder called My Documents, so you'll probably put it straight in there. But I'm going to find a place to save it. Now I'm going to create a new folder just for the SWBN training, but put it anywhere where you know you'll find it again. And I'm going to create another folder for lesson 1. Though you might just want to put it straight into the one folder, and just click save, and that will save the PDF. Now PDFs open, they need to be opened in a PDF reader. Most people go for Adobe Reader, which is free. Just do a search on Google if you haven't already got it on your computer. Some have another PDF reader. You'll be able to tell probably from whether there's an icon here as to whether you have one or not, or if not, when you double click on it with your left mouse button, if it says it can't find a program to open it with, if it asks you to specify a program, then you probably haven't got a PDF reader, and you'll need to go and find Adobe Reader, which, as I said, is free to download, very quick and easy to download. So there you have it. It's opened the transcript. I'm going to close that down again. Oh, it didn't close down. Let me just close that down. The audio is an MP3 file. Now this should be easier. I'm going to save link as, because I'm going to save it in the same place. Pretty much any operating system will, and if you don't know what an operating system is, then go into the transcript or the audio or the video and it will explain it. But if you have a Microsoft platform on your computer, then it will probably open in Windows Media Player. If you have a different operating system, there will be a default audio player. So don't worry about that. There will be a default audio player of some sort on your computer. Now that's downloaded. You can either double click on it to open it or go to the folder that it was saved in, which is SWBN training. We'll open that up, lesson 1. Pull that down so you can see it and double click on it and it will open in your default player. Now that may be Real Player, it may be Windows Media Player as it is in my case. Depends what your default player is, but every computer should have a default player. So I'm just going to close that down because that will play in there. And I must apologise for my voice on these earlier lessons because we actually recorded them. They were recorded for something else that we were going to set up last year and it didn't happen. And I recorded it early last year, it might have been even late 2008, back when I had voice problems. So if I sound a bit strained and odd, that is why. I do apologise for that, but hopefully it doesn't detract too much. And certainly the information in it hasn't changed in that time. So that's the MP3. Now, videos, we've split them up into smaller video files, and M4V, those are designed for download to an iPod or similar to an iPod, whatever you can watch videos on like that. MOV, that opens in QuickTime usually, and WMV opens in Windows Media. Now Windows Media you'll probably have if you've got a Microsoft computer. MOV, QuickTime is usually on Apple computers. You might actually have both. So whichever one you prefer. You might not want to download all of them, just the one that you use the most. And again, right click, save link as. And we do recommend you download them to your computer rather than just clicking on them and opening them up to watch online, simply because firstly it means you will have them there always on your computer, but also sometimes streaming over the internet can mean it comes up jerky and it's not so good. So we recommend you download it first, and again when you want to open it you just double click on it and it will open in your Windows Media Player. And that's you won't see the whole of that there because I've made my screen smaller for the video, but as you can see it opens in Windows Media Player. So hopefully you now know exactly how to download all those files and watch them. If you have any questions about that, do let us know, and of course if you have any questions related to the actual training, let us know as well and we'll do our best to answer them. Remember, there are no dumb questions.